Hey, it's Johnny. Gonna look at the Mictuning mini series, the SR mini series 11-inch light bar. I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna do a temp hookup on it to show you the light that it puts out. Starting to get a little dark outside, not real dark. If you haven't seen any of Mictuning's products, these things are solid. These things are metal. They're not plastic housings, they're metal housings. Even the front, the metal screws, they're not fake. All good solid product though. Side profile. Metal insert for your bolts. This will need to be on a switch, because these are not switched units. Switch goes inside the vehicle, which they do not provide with this. You can order them, but it's got 3, 6, 9, 10 LEDs, and the outside two on each side look to be different size LEDs, and these look to be like a larger size. So it'll put out a variant of light, whether it's wide or whether it's more isolated tight beam. Here's your cord marked on the end. So if you get this, you're going to need power lead, power line, and a rocker switch, what have you, running through a fusible link in your fuse panel in your vehicle. Or as long as you run a fusible link inline, you should be all right. But I always like running it through the fuse panel. You got your Allen wrench and screws and everything to mount your brackets. There's two different brackets. You can have a high-rise bracket or a low-rise bracket on these. So on the side, either you can have the high-rise bracket where it keeps it high off the top of it, or the low-rise, which will keep it more isolated. I'm kind of backwards here. It'll work either way, but low-rise, which will go on the side, doesn't hold it very high. Some of these you can have these mounted on your vehicle or ATV already, and then you can come in and then screw this into the side, and it keeps that underneath like so, out of the way. It's not sticking out like if you do it like this, but any which way it'll work. Two different brackets, heavy gauge brackets. These won't bend easy at all. These are good and solid also. And like I said, you got the Allen wrench to tighten them up, and you got the little screws in there and the lock washers and stuff. So we're going to get out and do a temp hookup and show you just how well this throws the light out. It ain't going to be super dark, so you ain't going to get the full effect, but you'll get an idea. Alright, you're not going to be able to tell just how bright this thing is, but I'm going to try to give you an idea on with and without. And this is still light outside. So you see how far the light reaches. Kind of move over. See how far out there to the neighbor's house. Really puts out a pretty good ray of light. Just giving you an example. Looks like it's a tight beam too. There you go. Real solid, bright LEDs. Tight pattern, throws it right straight out. Doesn't spread out too much off to the side. Has a real tight pattern on it. It's a good looking LED.